The best teachers are not in colleges. The best teachers are on YouTube. I got this iPhone. If you can't make money with that, hang it up. If you're looking in the mirror right now and you see a loser, that's what you are. I learned about money playing Monopoly. I learned more about life playing Monopoly than I did in 4 years of college. You look at Cuomo and all those guys, they were born rich kids from their father.
Right.
You know, Trump could have taken that path too. He was born a rich kid. So it's not, I think you're either an entrepreneur or you're not. So what happens to entrepreneurs who go out and they get their handed to them and they survive? If you survive, you see the world differently. And so that's what happened to you when you get injured and all this.
Yeah.
You see a different world. Whereas peacetime, who's climbing the corporate ladder right now, they just lost their job. They're sucking their thumb. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a story of my rich dad who had no education, but he grew up in business for real. You know, he took over the family business at 13. So he kind of grew up in the real world of money, where my rich dad was a PhD, poor, helpless, and desperate. Went to Stanford, University in Northwestern, you know, very smart guy, good guy and all this. But as you know, teachers don't know. They teach stuff. They teach stuff they don't know nothing about.
Right. Well, some of them are forced to, I mean, they're forced to teach that, right? Some of them try to educate in other ways and inspire.
Don't defend them. Don't defend them. I don't like them. Anyway, you know what happens? When do I get in the most trouble? Is when I criticize going to school. Because to many people, it's their only hope and salvation.
Yeah.
So if I say, well, I don't think school teaches you much, I may as well piss on the Pope. You know, they said,
I know.
Religion. If you don't go to school, and then I tell them, well, you know, Steve Jobs dropped out. He did pretty good.
Yep.
It's dropped out. Dell dropped out. Zuckerberg dropped out. Henry Ford, Walt Disney. They didn't hurt. No.
Yeah.
If you're an entrepreneur right now, the world's open to you. If you're an employee, your world's dead to you.
What advice? Yeah.
An entrepreneur can create their own success. If I show this diagram here, you know, it's why I created my cash flow board game. Because we have 4 different intelligences. We have mental intelligence. We have, I don't know what that one is, physical intelligence. You probably have very good physical to make, you know, football and all that.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence, but spiritual intelligence. So I went to military school in New York. The first thing is spiritual. You know, I become a Marine, it's spiritual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're putting your life on the frickin' line.
Yeah.
You know, so Nassim Taleb, you know, wrote the book, The Black Swan. He also wrote Anti-Fragile. He says there's 3 kinds of people in the world. There's fragile, and that's what our school systems are putting out. Fragile, wimpy, snowflakes. And that's your choice. You want to be that way? Have a good life. The second type is that, so a fragile is like a champagne flute.
Yep.
You hit it, it shatters. Then the second one is called robust. And a robust person is like the rock. You know, you can pound on them, dump on them.
Yeah.
They take it. But that's all they do. They take it. And then anti-fragile is somebody like you, where they pound the crap out of you, and you get smarter and better because of it. So I love Nassim Taleb. You know, a lot of people call him Dr. Doom. But the way I look at this whole thing, this economy is, we're probably going into a depression. You know, we're not going to get out of this one. Really? Oh, yeah. And so the thing is this good for you or bad for you? I'm looking forward to it. You know, the last crash was 2008, and I made more money in 2008 than in my whole life. I'm now 700 million, almost $1 billion in debt. Really? You know why? Because I don't pay any taxes. The more debt I have, the less tax I pay. And the average guy goes, how do you do that? Because you have bad teachers. And so it's this whole thing that you got to choose your teachers wisely. That's why I wrote the book, Fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. I don't touch that garbage what's out. I don't have a 401k. I don't have stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. Doesn't mean you shouldn't, but I don't need them. Okay?
Right.
And the other part is, look, for you young guys, the best teachers are not in colleges. The best teachers are on YouTube. The best teachers are on YouTube. Wake up. Those guys, George Gammon, he's fantastic. Patrick Bet-David, fantastic.
He's great.
Jim Rickards. The fake teachers are in colleges. They're telling you to get a job.
Right.
Up the corporate ladder. Patrick Bet-David said it the best, and I love that guy. He says there's two kinds of leaders, wartime and peacetime. And a peacetime leader is a guy like my poor dad. He goes through all the right schools. He has all the pedigrees, the credentials. He does all the right things. He climbs the corporate or the government ladder and all that. Well, a wartime leader goes to war. So Steve Jobs is a wartime leader. I'm a wartime leader. The difference is I went to war. I don't know where it is. I got this iPhone. If you can't make money with that, hang it up. Like we used to say, hang up the jockstrap. You're not going to make the team. You can't make money with an iPhone through social media, through marketing. You have the world at your fingertips and you can't make money. The problem is between this ear and this ear. It's not out here, it's in here. That's why you've got to choose your teachers wisely.
Yeah.
So let me just say it again. The best teachers are on YouTube. There's two kinds of discipline. There's internal or self-discipline. And then there's external discipline. So right now, if the world's kicking you, that's external discipline. And if you're self-disciplined, the world's kissing you right now. It's up to you. Baby boomers had it the easiest of all generations. But now their pensions are gone, their 401ks are gone.
Yep.
Social Security is broke, Medicare is broke. So I say to younger people, this pandemic, this crisis is the best thing that ever happened to you. You think about that iPhone. You have more power in that iPhone than I had with my Sperry Univac mainframe computer. And then, so when I meet people who say, "Oh, the economy is bad," I said, the only economy is between this ear and that ear. There's the economy out here. But this is the best time for your generation. Because you're tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy. This was made for you guys. Well, that's why I keep saying to the millennials, they're a pack of wimps. I meet millennials who are just horrifyingly weak. Snowflakes, I call them. They go to college and
doormats.
They're taught trigger events or whatever. I don't know what they say today, but they've got to have special rooms where there's no whatever. I'm going, holy mackerel. Welcome to the real world, And there's other millennials who are as tough as nails. I mean, this is the biggest opportunity they've ever had.
Huge.
So it just depends upon what's between this ear and this ear and what's in your heart.
Every day when you're waking up, when you're working out, or if you just need a mental boost, download Mindset to start your day right.
We watch those who work. We're motivated by those who work, but we never put in the work. If you're going to conquer your day, conquer your week, nobody is going to outwork you. From this moment on, I need you to give it everything you have.